Sometimes my life is like an ocean, and I feel like I'm just going.
40 seconds of 3 Sony logos.
The world we live in.
Seriously, are all animated movies, particularly ones, required to begin with disembodied narration? I mean, I guess they've got a voice actor and a mic, and say, what the hell? Hey, which one of you assholes took a break from texting to make and throw this paper airplane? God damn it, if you're going to be a part of this cliched image of current adolescence, you better get the hell back onto Tinder.
That's my home, Textopolis.
Wait, why isn't it called Emojiville or Emojiwood? This assumes all text lives here, but there are no numbers or letters to be found.
Here, each of us does one thing, and we have to nail it every time.
Yeah, but why does the fortune cookie get to crack wise, and the elephant can later joke with the laughing guy about a text? The rules of this place make no f***ing sense.
Merry Christmas! It's still September, Tim.
First off, why does the Christmas tree have an actual name? And why the would it be Tim? And does it matter that it's September? This fortune cookie asshole has clearly never seen a retail store after August.
Crier always has to cry.
Has to or decides to? And why exactly? Yes, I know it's the entire foundation of what we're going to loosely call a plot here, but a few seconds ago you said,
For the faces, the pressure is on.
why would the pressure be on if they have no choice? And furthermore, why does it matter what they do outside of their cubes? That's the only time they're required to be on. Also, hang on, not only do the emojis have a fully functional lottery system, but they use actual money as currency? Isn't money itself an emoji?
I can see the bone!
No, you can't. Also, based on the silly putty appendages we'll continue to see throughout this travesty, pretty sure the audience is the only one who's boned. Why is he trying on ties? Emojis don't wear clothes, and even if they did, are you trying to tell me this untied shoe here would even fit those tiny feet? Man, this world must be confusing. Are edible donuts a thing here? Are people tempted to eat these babies?
What kind of business?
Monkey business.
Phew, it's been almost 30 seconds since we heard a low-quality pun.
Is that the time?
Hey, my eyes are up here, pal.
Wait, what? Are his numbers his genitals? And don't you look at the whole clock when telling the time? Also, how is he not used to this?
Alex sends me next to this guy.
Elephant farts, let's all laugh at the elephant farts.
Why are you laughing, freak?
Protagonist in a kid's movie is bullied for being different cliche.
My parents are total pros.
Parents? Great, now I have to think about how emojis reproduce. Can only identical emojis hook up to produce the same emoji offspring? And how does that even work? Look, son, when an eggplant emoji loves a taco emoji very much. Whoa, I have a ton of questions about what just happened here. How do these poop emojis even use the restroom? Did they just murder one of their own? What were they flushing? Wouldn't bathrooms be like torture chambers for them? Or wait, did he just birth his son? Are bathrooms their birthing centers?
Should we wash our hands?
F you, movie.
Come on, Dad.
If you really think you're ready.
So in this universe, the parents get to decide who goes on the job? Shouldn't the hiring and firing be done by the scanning company?
First day on the job.
Wait, are all of these new emojis starting work on the same day? What the hell? They replaced a huge chunk of their workforce overnight? All of these cubes are already full, and there's even Poop Senior sitting in his. So where are these new assholes supposed to go?
Because I was the original emoji.
Were you? Because I'm pretty sure the first group of emojis were all released at the same time. Unless you mean the emoticon. But we've already seen that those are different and considered the elderly in this universe. Plus, on this phone, you all probably came pre-installed together. So tell me again why you're in charge.
There is nothing like getting scanned for the first time.
Damn, movie, did you have to make the emojis getting scanned for the first time creepy?
You will always have a place in the queue.
In the nosebleeds.
I'm standing right here. Words hurt.
Yeah, but the nose isn't bleeding, so what's the offense here? Jeez, it's like the writers were looking at a page of emojis and said, hey, we haven't used the nose yet. How can we shoehorn in a reference?
Places, please. Emojis to your cube.
I know the movie needs to show these assholes doing stuff other than getting scanned, but why the hell aren't they always in their cubes?
Alex is not sure how he wants to play this.
Just because he's scrolling through the options? He could be looking for a specific emoji, but this announcer purports to know his actual thoughts. Damn it, this movie wants to be Inside Out so bad.
We are go for Matt.
One thing not explained in all that explainerizing is how on earth all this getting every emoji to their cube, orienting the machine, and doing the scan happens so quickly on the user side. Is there a time distortion? Does the time flow at a different rate in the phone? Is Gene actually Matthew McConaughey? Is he going to outlive his own daughter?
Oh, shut it down.
Mr. Poop can apparently only speak in poop-related references. It's kind of like the dude that works as a personal trainer, and that's all he can talk about.
Evacuate the queue.
I'm trying.
What happened to that f***ing elevator platform that got him in the queue? Can someone tell the movie that these scenes of slow-motion hilarity are supposed to be used for actual funny moments?
Malfunction?
So I guess Alex, who's supposedly addicted to using his phone and was literally just texting, is taking a convenient break from using emojis while all this plays out, right?
I am a malfunction.
Technically, you're correct, which is the problem with this f***ing movie. He said at the very beginning that these characters have one job apiece.
I'm always happy.
Oh, right. Hashtag truth.
Is there an emoji for the combination of anger, eye-rolling, and boredom altogether? Because if there is, that should be the text for the rest of this f***ing video.
There's AV bots coming!
The movie went to great pains to show us high five subterfuge to get into the favorites club. So how the f*** did Gene get in here so easily?
Welcome to the Loser Lounge, where the emojis who never get used hang out.
Never used. That's eggplant. And considering their user is a male who just graduated junior high, there's no way that emoji is left unused.
They were trying to delete me.
You? What's so important about you they'd send out an entire team of bots?
The f***, dude? High Five was at the event where Gene f***ed up all the machinery of the emojis, but has no clue why they'd want to delete him.
For crying out loud, abandoned luggage, that had better not be my leftover Chinese food.
Wait, is the abandoned luggage emoji eating actual leftover Chinese food? Or is this an emoji of Chinese food? And if it's an emoji of Chinese food, does that mean the Chinese food emoji is also in the Loser's Lounge? And what the f*** is up with the pizza? Pizza's gotta be an incredibly popular emoji.
Do you have any idea what it's like to be demoted to this pit of despair?
Yeah, I'm starting to think I do.
Just find a hacker and get reprogrammed. One of the princess emojis left the phone altogether. I'm sure the hacker that helped her do that could easily reprogram you. The name's Jailbreak.
Why does High Five even know any of this? Did he spend the last few days in the Wikipedia app studying up on Jailbreak? Sure, they were asleep on the couch a little while ago, but they definitely would have woken up during this trip. Did High Five and Gene drug these two? Where is he even storing those? Some sort of invisible back pouch? Are hand emojis marsupials? And are the finger puppets also emojis? Can someone explain the goddamn rules of this f***ing universe? Let the Silicon Valley product placement commence. F***ing Crackle? What kid would have Crackle instead of Netflix or HBO Go? Did he specifically want to watch Jupiter Ascending, and that was the only service that carried it? If there are no barriers to getting in and out of these apps, why isn't this cross-pollination happening all the time? It's not like the boundary was way the hell out of the way. It's just a short walk from the center of Textopolis.
They like him, and that's what matters in this life. Popularity.
I think I'd rather just have a real friend.
That's right, the f***ing Emoji Movie is trying to sneak some serious social commentary into its narrative, just because one of the 6 writers has a problem with how Facebook is used.
Tell all bots to follow those mez.
So not only was Smiler watching this camera at the exact time that the bot spotted the mez, the plan to follow them only just came to her? Also, nothing about these bots told us that they had cameras in the first f***ing place. What else did they do that we're not aware of? Turn into liquid metal? Also, just a reminder that Alex has continued to not use any emojis since the destruction of the pod thingy.
This place can get a little rough.
Yep, you can tell how rough this place is by the extremely dangerous early 80s hair metal cover band.
Oh, great emojis! I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Rando pirate troll that for some reason requires eyeglasses would be excellent at CinemaSins.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
How exactly are internet trolls inside the piracy app again? I can buy emojis, bots, viruses, and such, but aren't internet trolls actual human beings? Actually, I think I just answered my own question. Wait, the bot literally just identified a virus and did nothing. Would it take too much time to eliminate this motherfucker? Come the hell on. These bots have been easily eliminating fools left and right in this scene alone. But the one that actually spots Gene takes as much time to charge his weapon as the Death Star.
This tunnel will get us out of here.
I should probably give up trying to understand the dimensional physics of this world, but exactly how did they navigate sideways but end up falling downward? Alright, because one of them needed to land in a Candy Crush level, so we could spend another 5 minutes on blatant product placement that serves zero story purpose.
I happen to have a sugar addiction, and it's a very serious...
Listen, fingerhead!
That's racist. Also, apparently because James Corden is overweight, all the characters he voices must have some sort of food addiction. I guess he's Jack Black now.
We have to match up the candy so the Gene will drop to the bottom.
Movie seriously includes a game tutorial. 1/3 of the way into this movie and we just now rejoin the real world protagonist, who we then won't see again for another 30 minutes.
Wireless, how may I help you?
I'd believe in the existence of actual sentient emojis sooner than I'd believe an actual human being would immediately answer a customer service line. Whoa, they made this way harder than it had to be. When the board started, all they had to do was move this yellow to the left to clear the yellows, which would also clear the dropping reds, leaving just this blue to move over and clear the blues. 2 moves with no risk. What, so maybe I crush a little. You know, all these other apps like WeChat and Facebook took up limited space. Even Textopolis was small enough that Gene could get to the border in a matter of minutes. But Candy Crush is supposed to be the size of a set piece in Lord of the Rings?
But first we need to get uploaded to the cloud. That's where we'll find the source code to reprogram you.
Look, I don't know if it's possible to reprogram a f***ing emoji by using a cloud service, but I do know that this is a cheap and convenient excuse to get them off the phone and into a whole new environment.
We're in Candy Crush. Offs. I know a shortcut to Just Dance, which is right next to Dropbox, where we can get uploaded to the cloud.
Could you be more product placier? Also, why even worry about a shortcut when it's just like 4 blocks down? It's not like time or space have any sort of meaning in this universe anyway. And why do they even have to go through an app to get to another app when there are paths to those apps? Isn't it like a city grid with avenues and streets?
I wanted to say it because it was my idea. You know, women are always coming up with stuff that men are taking credit for.
But he's a f***ing emoji with very little indication he's masculine. Does she see a penis that I'm missing?
My precious!
It's as if this movie heard my earlier joke about Lord of the Rings and then realized there was yet another pop culture reference they could cheaply cram down in there.
I think we should go our separate ways, Mel.
Wait, she's f***ing divorcing him now while they're out looking for their son? And how do these f***ing things even get married in the first f***ing place? And how the f*** do they procreate? This movie finally broke me with its stupidity. Add 50 sins to this f***ing thing.
Come on, the faster we get there, the faster I become a favorite.
Has High Five even asked Jailbreak about doing this for him? Sure, he told Jean that this was his plan, but that was way before they met her. Just because she's a hacker doesn't mean you have automatic consent, damn it. I was trying to think of a clever way to call out the impossibility of this stupid fucking scene, but all I saw was a white-hot rage. So let's add a sin here and move on, while my systolic blood pressure still measures within 3 digits.
High five, don't do it.
This goes on for some time.
And no matter what, we can't turn it on.
Every other app anyone's walked into has already been operational. Why does this one all of a sudden have to be turned on from the inside?
What? I'm a hand. It's a big red button.
Even though High Five hasn't been shown obsessively pressing buttons throughout this whole journey, this is supposed to provoke a laugh. God damn it. Every app has been turned on during this trip, including the very loud Candy Crush. But this is the one that gets the bots' attention. F this movie with everything that can f. Also, in the time that it took the bots to realize the Just Dance app was turned on, Jean and the crew could easily have made it across this reasonably sized room to the portal, even before the game kicked in.
Follow my moves and you get to move forward.
Movie includes 2 game tutorials.
Come on, everybody can dance.
Apparently this includes emojis, because movie wants our disbelief so suspended that it pulls a hammy.
It's too easy.
High Five somehow advances in the game, despite doing none of the moves that it requires.
Nice! Shake it, Gene!
I always wondered what that loud sound was I heard in late July 2017, and now realize it was several million parents sitting in movie theaters collectively groaning at this scene.
Wait a minute. I've never seen that dance before.
Christina Aguilera apparently only agreed to do this part if she was allowed to shout all her lines at the top of her lungs. Seriously, this movie is like 78 minutes before the credits, but there were multiple people that signed off on this super long dance sequence that has nothing to do with the rest of this fucking movie. God damn it, why did this make so much money? Also, these fucking bots have been flying everywhere as their primary mode of transportation, so why do they need to use the game to advance? Or they could just shoot those fucking laser beams out of their hands like they've been doing this whole time.
Alex must be deleting the app.
And that deletion will provide the steps towards our goal instead of immediately making everything disappear.
Gene!
High five!
What the f*** is the bot doing? Rather than shooting the emojis like they're supposed to, this asshole grabs High Five and does a tandem Hans Gruber off the platform? And they're all here to get Jean anyway, so why would he even f*** with High Five in the first place?
Wait, where's High five?
Are you kidding me? Less than 30 seconds ago, you literally dropped him into the void and screamed no. How are you even asking this question right now?
No way! We can't go without High five. That's my friend down there.
What about this arrangement led to High Five and Jean being friends? Sure, High Five helped him find Jailbreak, but he was doing that mostly for his own benefit. Wait, Alex only shuffled 2 apps when he deleted Just Dance, but somehow the Science app, or whatever the f that is, moved all the way from a different screen to here. And what the f is that app?
We've only got 4 hours before Alex's phone appointment.
Wait, what? Right after the Candy Crush scenario, Nerd Emoji said,
his appointment is for tomorrow.
But it didn't take them an entire f***ing day to go through the tunnels and play the Just Dance game. I mean, how hard is it to f*** up a timeline that you specifically mentioned?
The illegal upgrade.
You mean that thing that you somehow have stashed away for this very specific situation that you could in no way have known was about to happen? Yay!
A bunch of people are hitting the promenade. I think Addie might be there too.
That's perfect!
Movie remembers to feature this F-story about Alex asking a girl out for the fall dance, because it needs a break from the emotional complexity of the emojis playing a goddamn dance game. Also, what fucking kid uses the word promenade?
Did you realize that on the first emoji set, a woman can either be a princess or a bride?
But wait, Smiley is a girl. Mrs. Meh is a girl. Plus, I thought you just were what you were. In the logic of the universe, you aren't a princess because you're a girl. You're a princess because you're a princess.
You know, I think you're pretty cool just the way you are.
Are they gonna start f***ing? Because if so, I'm not sure that would make this movie better or worse. Okay, they got the rope from the magical boat on the Spotify app, but where'd they find a f***ing winch?
Jean, are you Instagramming?
I swear to God, movie, just eat Sir Patrick Stewart and die. What kind of sorcery is this? Does Instagram capture 3D encapsulations of a square mile radius? Does Mrs. Meh somehow have memory of all this? Is she the Neo of her own metrics? Sorry, it's this movie. It's eating my brain.
Let's go find our son.
Together.
Am I supposed to be full of some sort of emoji emotion here? They've been apart for, what, 15 minutes?
Why don't you come back to Textopolis and we can talk through our differences, okay?
Okay, seriously, why is Smiler in control of the entire phone? The bots are hers, and they apparently control the functions of every app. So why would she have total authority? Shouldn't the dictator be embedded into the settings app or something? Also, why isn't this upgraded asshole shooting them right now? The entire movie has been the bots trying to kill Gene, and now that he's in their sights, Smiler wants to bring them all the way back to Textopolis.
It can't get in. It's illegal malware, and this app is secure.
And also incredibly convenient to the plot. Also, the fucking email app isn't secure.
I think we're about to see that candy corn again.
Despite eating all that back at Candy Crush, the candy corn is the only item that High Five continues to regurgitate. Gene survives this, and this bullshit, this bullshit, this bullshit, this bullshit, this bullshit, this tomfoolery, and this bullshit.
I'd probably use the name of a girl I liked.
I've been all over the phone. He's never mentioned a girl.
The fucking he was just texting with her yesterday.
What is her name?
It was Tina, Karen, Marge.
This is this movie in a nutshell. An overlong, repetitive joke that wasn't funny in the first place.
Addie!
Access granted.
Why do they call this a firewall? Just accessing the account, right? And if it's an app on Alex's phone, he would already be logged in. My point is, this firewall.
I like you just the way you are, but I had a plan.
Yeah, and what was that plan exactly? Jailbreak wanted to get to the cloud and but now that she's here, what is she gonna do? Are there even any other emojis here?
Meh is all I feel.
I know Gene's feeling meh and all, but he was also looking directly at this bot that just surprised and captured him. And even if the superbot got through the firewall via the email app, which is some nonsense, even for this movie, how did it end up in the same spot as Dropbox? Movie does know that there are different clouds, right? No? God damn, this thing is terrible.
No problem. I can take you right now.
Said no phone technician ever. Movie sets up this whole adventure by saying there's only one way to get to the cloud, but now you can get back on the phone through Dropbox via fucking Twitter?
Any last words?
Villain waits to kill protagonist for no other reason than providing him with an escape opportunity cliche. Jailbreak is able to gain control of this bot because of hack thingy tech hack. Good thing the app happened to be in the middle of the phone screen, and that resetting a phone to factory settings works progressively by the physical location of the apps on the interface, and that I gave up the will to live 30 minutes ago.
Gene, you got this.
Even though Gene spent his entire life with the ability to express different emotions, because he got turned down by some girl a few minutes ago, he's completely lost his emojo.
I'm in.
Last time I was in this cube, I screwed everything up.
Gene, and therefore movie, has time for this. Damn it, movie, you forced me to see all this nonsense once already. Puking it at me again is worth at least 10 cents.
Jailbreak, now!
Or 45 seconds ago, when this would have been effective.
Hey, excuse me.
Jesus Christ, this is a movie about fucking emoji, but doesn't even know how to phone right. I mean, say Alex unplugged the phone and somehow stopped the delete, and pretend that's an actual thing that works. The shit was still deleted. When you delete an app, it's fucking gone. So this restoration of all the apps and everything within them is the bullshit in a big movie pile of bullshit. Add 100 more cents.
Gene!
And after this moment, the emoji formerly known as Gene went on to rule Textopolis in one of the longest and most brutal regimes in smartphone history.
Save me a dance for later, as long as you're not all hands again.
And the Andy Garcia and Passengers Award for shortest cameo goes to Sofia Vergara.
The emoji pop!
Your request to launch a pop culture-based dance craze has been denied.
We are out of Alex's pocket emojis. This is not a butt dial.
You know, for a movie that set itself up with the whole kids are always on their phones narrative, there's been very little phone usage, which I guess is a good thing, considering this is only like the third time the emojis have actually gathered in their cubes.
Watch out for your cornhole, bud.
Like you are is a malfunction.
What is your major malfunction, numbnuts?
I can't feel my face.
But I love it. But I love it.
Welcome to the firewall. How may I help you?
What is her name?
Her name, yes.
What is your quest?
Space. The final frontier.
K-Billy's super sounds of the 70s weekend just keeps on coming.
And they're certainly not showing any signs that they are slowing.
I could stay here with you, like forever.
Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever.
I'll be honest, I've already forgotten the Emoji Movie. Usually I'll make a reference to the movie's food scenes to start out a NatureBox ad. But in this movie's case, I just can't remember any of it. There was pizza, I think, right?
I like pizza. I like it.
Whatever. Emoji Movie sucks.
This sucks more than anything that has ever sucked before.
You know what doesn't suck? NatureBox and stuff.
How many times have I told you don't say and stuff?
Right now, if you go to naturebox.com/cinemasins, you can get 50% off your first order when you use the promo code SINS. That's a significant savings.
That's impossible!
NatureBox snacks are healthier and free of artificial colors and flavors. They have a huge variety and are always adding new snacks, and they ship to your door. I mean, how easy is this?
That was easy.
Just go to naturebox.com/cinemasins and get 50% off your first order. Promo code SINS. Don't mess this up, people.
Don't screw it up!